Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. I know we're live on a Sunday. It's weird, but, it is Selection Sunday, baby. As we're watching CBS right now, if you guys are watching alongside this stream, you can see they're doing the South region right now. Auburn with the quad one. They're going to await either Alabama State or St. Francis. Louisville's going to take on Creighton as the 8 and the 9 seed. Oh, well, they already flipped the screen on me here. Ole Miss, the 6th seed in the South region. Oh, so either San Diego State or North Carolina. All right, well, anyways, welcome. As they're filling this bad boy out, a lot of people believe Arkansas is going to end up the 10 seed. I guess we'll find out here in just a moment. We're going to react to this thing together. If you guys get it before I do, or if I happen to not be paying attention to the screen here and I'm doing something else, you tell me in chat. Christian Bradley says Arkansas tied the game up with Ole Miss. What a game. What a game. Iowa State's going to be the 3 seed. That's in the, again, the South region. Here we go. 7-10 matchup. Marquette is the 7. This is in Cleveland, Ohio. They're going to take on New Mexico. Wow. That might be a pretty interesting matchup. Lipscomb might be something to watch, but I don't know. Iowa State's. Michigan State's going to be the 2 seed. They're going to go on that for just a minute. Hey, make sure you guys like, share, hit the subscribe button. I know I'm not live. Some of you probably got a notification. Those few of you that did. You're probably like, what the hell's going on? He's actually live on a Sunday night. I want to give you guys an update while we're still filling these brackets out here. This week's live is going to be a little bit different. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the finished bracket? Hold on. What am I looking at here? Let's share the screen if it'll let me. Let's take a look at this. Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. Here it is. What is this? 6:05. Oh, this is 6:05 a.m. Okay, this was Jerry Palm's bracket this morning. Okay. A&M is the 4 seed. Look at Michigan, the 5, winning the that was a real nice win for Arkansas. They're going to – okay, so they gave Michigan State Bryant. So Michigan State at the 2 seed versus Bryant, the 15 seed. All right, shout out to everyone who's in here. If you have any questions or comments, fire away. I know we're all kind of keeping up with multiple things here, but I do appreciate you guys being here. 3-run home run. What? 12-9, Arkansas lead, baby. 12-9, let's go. Arkansas taking the lead. Yes, sir. Let's pull that up. That's not what I want you to look at. I want you to look at this. I don't know if you could see that or not. It's showing blank on OBS, but Arkansas take the lead here, 12-9. There you go. All right. Where's Kyle? That's what I want to know. Where is Kyle? Where are you at, Kyle? There's just some people who let their emotions completely get the better of them with baseball. Like they live on – they'll check the score. They'll do a score update, and they see that Arkansas's trailing or whatever, or they gave up a home run, and then they're like, oh, it's over. It's over. We lost. Chill out. Relax. It's 9 innings of baseball. They're not run-ruling Arkansas. In fact, Arkansas's bats are just freaking fine. So on to the bottom of the 9th, Arkansas with a nice little lead here, 12-9. We'll keep up with that as well. Again, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Jerry Palm has, and I told you guys, we just don't go off one bracket. We look at them all. I mean, we reference Lenardi because that's who everyone references. But there are a lot of really good brackets out there. Well, I say really good. There's certainly plenty that are better than Lenardi's. He's got St. Mary's. I don't know if you guys can see that. St. Mary's the 7, Arkansas at the 10. VCU and Clemson. So he's got Clemson back at the 6 seed. Oh, you might want to be the 10 seed, y'all. I don't know that you'd want to be the 11. Oh, I hope Palm is right. I don't know. I mean, St. Mary's is – I don't know a ton about St. Mary's, but I think they're pretty good. Again, we're looking at a bracket that was updated. This is CBS at 6:05 this morning. This is not the official bracket. This is what Palm has. VCU and Clemson round 1. Wolf. Michigan and Robert Morris. Alabama and Montana. All right. So Boogie Fland is back. I hope you guys can see that. Is that just a blank screen? Appreciate all the retweets. I see you, Travis. Shout out to Direct Service Overhead, the Garage Door Company. Same-day services, quality parts, affordable outcomes, better than best results. They're crushing it. Why not give them a call? 501-244-3667. Again, that's Direct Service Overhead, the Garage Door Company, 501-244-3667. All right. So I think we're getting closer here. Loving you. So for anyone who's catching this later tonight or Monday, schedule's going to be a little bit different the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be out of town for about 9 days maybe. I'm going to be on a cruise. So I'm going to be out of town, but Arkansas, the post game for Arkansas's tournament game will be covered by Travis Ford and Tim Neal. And then we'll just have to kind of go from there, right? I may end up missing – if Arkansas advances, we'll just have to take a look. I'm going to be real. I don't even know how long this cruise is. I don't know if it's a 7-day or an 8-day cruise. I don't really know. All right, here we go. What bracket? They're in the East region here. Duke is the 1 seed. No surprise there. So I don't think Arkansas will be. They've got Mississippi State at the 8 seed. What do y'all think? Is that too high for them or is that about right? I don't have a problem with Mississippi State at the 8 seed. I really don't. I don't know how far. Oh, Baylor round 1. So they're going to take on Baylor. Now we've got the 5 and the 12 coming up. Oregon. Okay, no surprise there. Who's the 12? And this is in Seattle, Washington, because of course it is. Liberty Bibberty is the 12. So there you go for Liberty. So Boogie Fland is back. You guys tell me how confident. I mean, like how confident are you that he's going to come in? And is he going to be a difference maker? And it doesn't really matter the opponent, but it does at the same time. Or do you think he's just going to be like a light rotator? They're going to ease him into it, you know? Arizona's going to be the 4 seed taking on Akron at the 13. All right, here we go. This is Thursday. They got BYU at the 6 seed. So here's our 6 and 11 for anyone that thinks Arkansas still might be the 11. It sounds like Arkansas is going to end up being a 10 seed. But the 11 seed is still up in the air for Arkansas. It's still a possibility. They got BYU and VCU at the 11 seed. Oh, of course, this game's going to be so the 7 and 10 seed matchup in Cleveland in the East region is Friday, and I won't be able to do it. Damn it. So we've got the 3 and the 14 coming up. Wisconsin's going to get the 3 seed. So, again, you guys tell me what you think Boogie Fland, as it was announced that Boogie Fland will be good to go. So what do you guys think? What kind of impact do you think he's going to have? Do you think they probably could have played him in the SEC tournament and they just decided, no, we're fine with what we have? All right, here we go. St. Mary's. This is where Arkansas is projected by CBS Sports. This is by Jerry Palm. So he nailed that. St. Mary's is the 7 seed. Here we go. 10 seed. Vanderbilt. Okay. Vanderbilt got the 10. Interesting. Huh. All right. I kind of wonder if Boogie Fland wasn't healthy the whole time. A part of me wonders, but then why isn't he more involved with shoot around and whatnot? Tie game. Oh, I already read that. Is that game over yet? Where are we at? 12-9, 2 outs. Oh, buddy. All right, Alabama's the 2 seed. Who does Palm have them? He's got Montana. Nope, Robert Morris is going to be the 15. Ooh. Okay. So, coming up next, we still got a little ways to go here. Their live bracket on their website is really behind. If you're watching it on your screen, it's really behind. Let me pull that up for you guys if it'll let me. Bop, na na na, do da fondue up. Here we go. This is what they're showing on the website, so we can just keep this up here. Why is it so behind? You guys see this? They've got the East region already filled out, and the website doesn't even have it. Anything outside of the South region. Again, if you're just now joining us, make sure you like and share. Sharing is caring. Hit the subscribe button. We're talking a little bit about Boogie Fland. Kelly Williams says, Woo Pig Suey Go Hogs. It's been a while since the April 24th announcement following the total eclipse of the sun. All right. Talk about the eclipse. Wasn't there a blood moon eclipse the other night? My wife was telling me about it. She was like, are we going to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and look at the blood moon? Mike Eagle here says Boogie needs to be a 5 to 7 minute guy. Again, who knows, right? But I appreciate the comment. Maybe he should be. Maybe that's all they're going to do with him. Maybe that's all Boogie Fland is going to be. Maybe he's just going to be you know what? We're going to give him in the first round. We're going to let him get about 7 minutes off the bench. We're going to see how he does as far as rotation and just kind of go from there. There's going to be lots of SEC on SEC matchups early, says Megan. As it goes on, yeah, it certainly looks like that could be a possibility here, right? Look at this. I mean, Ole Miss, A&M. Look at that. Auburn. Good grief. Yeah, the more I see this, I think they are getting – I'm going to say, and that's the other question, how many SEC teams get in? I really wish this would get off my screen. This stupid ad takes up 1/4 the damn screen. Tell me if you guys can see that all right. If you can see this is CBS Sports, their men's bracket here. Tell me if you could see this in chat. I want to make sure you could see it. Ty, can you zoom out of the website page so we can see the bracket in full? Well, you know what? Yeah, let me fix that. Hold on. Glad you said that. That's why I asked. Let's see if I can. Well. Hold on. I can fix this. There we go. There we go. All right. We'll just move it over a little bit. We move it up. It's kind of covering our – we just do this, right? Cover up this ugly mug. There we go. We'll just do that. How about that? You like that? Yeah. What are we doing as far as the game here? Is it over? Oh, they got 2 on. Ole Miss has 2 on. First and second, 2 outs. 12-9 Arkansas lead. How about Arkansas hitting the – I mean, look at that. 16 hits. Look at that. 6 RBIs between the 2 Alloy brothers. Incredible. Into the 9th. Arkansas wins, baby. Let's go. Arkansas wins. They beat Ole Miss. Doesn't look like the Hogs are going to – that all those meltdowns in Twitter for nothing. Or not Twitter, sorry, Discord. Tusk Talk Discord. We had a few meltdowns. Y'all react too quickly. I don't know why CBS is taking their time. Let me refresh this page. No, don't duplicate. We want to refresh. There we go. We had to refresh it. Okay. There we go. We see it now. You guys see it? Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? Arky56, what's up, Pops? How you doing, man? How's it going, Dad? I hope the girls were good for you at church today. Hogs beat Ole Miss. They sure did. All right, here we go. Houston, of course, the other 1 seed. We got CBS refreshing it for us. So there's the east and the south parts of the bracket there. Now we're on down to the south. The south, sorry. The we're scrolling down on the screen. I guess I'm going to have to refresh this like every minute. All right, here we go. 8 and 9 seed. They got Gonzaga at the 8 seed. I don't think Arkansas played their way into the 9. Had they beaten Ole Miss, you could have had a conversation about it. I think there was a shot they could have made a 9 seed, but I think they still probably would have ended up at about a 10 seed. But I don't know, y'all. What do you think? Georgia's going to be the 9 seed. All right. So we got the 5 and the 12 coming up, and then the 4 and the 13. Let's refresh this. Well, site's still a little bit behind. So, again, I'll just keep it kind of floating around here. Clemson, ooh, and McNeese. Interesting. The 5 and the 12. So, no. There were some brackets early on, a couple weeks ago, that had Clemson and Arkansas. 6 and the 11, right? Purdue at the 4. And High Point is going to get the 13 seed. So High Point is in. If you're just joining us, make sure you hit that like button. Got to pump those numbers up, baby. Those are rookie numbers. We got to pump them up. All right, here we go. 6 seed, Illinois. Uh-oh, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Do we get an Arkansas-Illinois rematch? Nope. It's going to come down to Texas or Xavier. All right, well. Really thought there's a strong possibility there for that, but I guess not. They're still not. They're still not refreshing here. This is what you're looking at. The East and the South brackets up top. Appreciate everyone being here. Arkansas did beat Ole Miss, by the way. All right, here's Kentucky at the 3. Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I just don't know. 11 losses. I mean, I get it. They're quad ones and all that. They're going to take on Troy at the 14 seed. Man, I feel like we could just go to Twitter and get quicker results here. Tennessee's at the 2 seed. No surprise there. So who are they going to get in Lexington? They're going to get Wofford. Okay. How y'all feeling? How you feeling about this? Troy could beat Kentucky. Troy beat Arkansas State, says Stephen Ryan. Yeah, you're not wrong, Bates. They're going to take their time. It's entertainment. They got product. Got to drag it out. Yeah, they got to sell those ads, right? As I say that with my two sponsors on my screen. All right, let's check CBS. Maybe they're just good grief, man. All right, I'll pull that back up when it refreshes for us. I'll get that back up. Yep. So you got Troy and Kentucky. Illinois is going to play either Texas or Xavier. UCLA and Utah State, and Tennessee and Wofford. So again, the question was asked: what do you think Arkansas? Or how do you think Boogie Fland's going to be utilized? Do you think he's full go? Is he going to be an impact guy, or is he just going to be a few minutes off the bench? Let's kind of ease him into it, and let's pray to God we can advance so we can get more of him kind of guy. I don't like Fland coming back. We were better without him, says Johnny Jones. Well, I think too that's the other part of this. What role is he going to play? I think they'll use him as a combo. He'll be that combo 2 guard when if Wagner gets into any kind of foul trouble, or if Cal doesn't like what he's seeing, he's going to rotate Boogie back to the 1. But Wagner's got to be the point. Wagner has got to be the point guard, 100%. Mike Eagle says they're going to wait to talk about the Cal in the last region. Yeah, you're probably right. They're going to drag this on. I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it. Arkansas got the dub today after we had people in Discord telling us Arkansas was going to get run ruled. Didn't happen. Arkansas hit the absolute crap fire out of that ball this weekend. Hell, even in their game 1 loss, I think they had like 8 or 9 hits. I think they just left a few too many guys stranded. By the way, NCAA tournament is in town. Not in town. It's on your screen coming soon. NCAA tournament is basically here. So, with that being said, BroThrow is going to be a really nice spot to land while we're waiting on them to update these brackets. As we wait on them, they're on their own ads here. We're going to get ours underway. BroThrow right now offering $10K guaranteed Survivor Madness. You read that right. We're excited to announce we've partnered up with Splash Sports to offer a $10,000 guaranteed college basketball tournament survivor contest. Splash Sports is a community-driven contest app designed for friends and groups to compete in skill-based competitions. If you've heard of Run Your Pool or Office Football Pools, you've heard of Splash. Click the link below to sign up and submit to 13 $25 entries. So BroThrow will have every tournament matchup available for you If you want to go lay down some bets, peer-to-peer sports betting, that's the place to do it right there over on BroThrow. Use promo code TUSK, all caps, TUSK, to join, to sign up. We doing a Discord bracket challenge? We are, Mike. We are. We are indeed. We've done those like for the last two years, I think. Maybe more. We're gonna keep it going. We did fantasy football last year, and I feel like only about 5 people played. But the brackets, man, they're always really active. All right, they're back. Let me see if I can refresh. Yes, okay. They have refreshed the screen. Here we go. So that's what we're looking at here. They got Houston. So you can see they filled out this right side, the Midwest. And they're going to let it all come down to some theatrics, aren't they? All right, Florida. Here we go. They're going to take on Norfolk State. So Florida's the 1 seed. UConn at the 8 seed. Versus Oklahoma. Look at that. 2 SEC teams. Possibility of playing in the second round. So you can't see it on your screen, but if you've got the actual CBS up on your TV, you could see where they're at. Here we go. This is the Friday game in Seattle, Washington. Memphis is the 5 seed. Who are they going to get for the 12? Colorado State. Did you watch them in that when they played Boise State in their conference championship? Damn. They flat out killed Boise State. Absolutely just pulverized them. Maryland's going to be the 4 seed. Pull that back up here really quick. Yeah, they don't update the actual site in real time, which kind of sucks. It's your damn show, man. Like, why not? All right. Western region. Missouri's the 6th seed. Oh, in Wichita, Kansas. Drake is the 11 seed. All right, so there's Mizzou, the 6 seed, taking on Drake at the 11 seed. Texas Tech at the 3 seed. So, again, if you are watching this tomorrow or later tonight, you probably already know all these matchups. But I do appreciate you being here, even if you're not here during the live. Do me a favor. Tell me what you think Boogie Fland's going to do. How many minutes? Is he going to be a prominent guy? Do you think he's been healthy? Here we go. 7 and 10 seed. This game would be played on Thursday. Kansas in Providence, Rhode Island. Kansas and Arkansas. Arkansas gets Kansas in a rematch on a post game I can actually be a part of. There we go, baby. Arkansas is going to take on Kansas. Someone mark the minute here. What are we on? 30 minutes? Good. I'll remember that. 30-minute mark. I'll make sure to tag that in the comment section. St. John's is going to be in this bracket. No. Well, Patino. I don't know that you'd want. Man, St. John's is good, y'all. Who are they going to get? Thank God. Thursday game, too, man. They're going to get Omaha. Oh, man. So if you can get past KU, likely you're going to play St. John's in the second round. Oh, my goodness. Yep, you called it, Mike. You got it. Mike and them says Boogie's ready to dance. Yes, sir. All right. Wow. We're going to go over this bracket here in just a second once it completely refills or refreshes. Again, if you're just joining and you forgot about the baseball game, how could you? How could you? What a series this was. Arkansas takes 2 out of 3 on the road against Ole Miss, winning 12-9. The Alloy brothers just smoked the ball. Four hits between the two of them, 6 RBIs. Did you guys see Thomas hit the wall? Like in the 6th inning or whatever? God dang, man, he smoked that wall. Let's see if this will refresh so we can talk about all these matchups really quick, huh? Come on, CBS. Here we go. Nope, that ain't it. Oh, man. Who is working the website over there? They're taking their time. So, what do you guys think? Round 1 rematch versus Kansas. Kansas this year, not quite what they thought they were going to be. Highly regarded to start the year off. They end up 21-12 in the Big 12. Oh, SEC with multiple bids. SEC with 14? That ain't right. They said 14? Did I lose count? Oh, my God. There's no way that's right. Did I read that right? 14 teams? Hold on. What's Twitter saying? No way, dude. Well, we have the that font's too small. I was going to say I could pull up the NCAA. We can just go to the NCAA site. Why don't we do that? There's no way they had 14 teams in. March Madness. Let's see. Select the right dadgum sport. Here we go. Bracket. Okay. Okay. Well, so you've got your first 4. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's share this. Let's see if I can pull this up. Here we go. Does it fit the screen okay? Looks like it might be struggling a little bit. I may have to just full screen this bad boy, huh? There we go. There's that side. And there's that side. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look at this. So we've got some play-ins there. Mississippi State, if we're looking at the East bracket here. Mississippi State, your very next round playing Duke. That is rough. Oregon, Liberty, Arizona, and Akron there. BYU, VCU, Wisconsin, Montana, St. Mary's, and Vanderbilt. That might actually be a really interesting matchup right there. St. Mary's and Vanderbilt. That's going to be one to watch. Alabama and Robert Morris. So in that alone, in this bracket alone, that's 1, 2, 3 SEC teams right there. Houston's the 1 seed in the Midwest. There's Georgia at the 9. There's another interesting matchup, 5 and the 12 there between McNeese and Clemson. Purdue at the 4, taking on High Point. Got to play in there with Illinois. Kentucky and Troy. Tennessee, Wofford. UCLA at the 7 seed. I don't know. I don't know with UCLA at 7 or not. I don't know how I feel about that. But they're going to have to end up playing most likely Tennessee unless they get upset by Utah State. Why would you ruin the baseball game? What are you talking about? I gave a score update. What are you talking about? All right, going back up here. So you got Auburn, the 1 seed. This is the South bracket. Louisville and Creighton, that's another good one. Got some really good round 1 matchups. A&M and Yale. Got Ole Miss at the 6. Michigan State and Bryant there. And then we come to Arkansas's bracket in the West. Florida and Norfolk. UConn and Oklahoma. Memphis, Colorado State. That's the 5 of the 12. Maryland and Grand Canyon. Missouri and Drake. They're going to play the winner of Texas Tech and UNC Wilmington. Then KU and Arkansas, the 7 and the 10 seed. Unfortunately, I mean, second round's going to be tough in a lot of these, right? But St. John's and Omaha, I feel like Patino. I think you're going to end up, whoever wins Kansas and Arkansas is going to end up playing St. John's. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Kansas and Arkansas. Tell me in the chat you like your odds here? Do you like your odds? Yahoo Sports headline, SEC sets March Madness record with 14 of 16 teams in the NCAA tournament. Well, they nailed it. Lenardi, Palm, those guys, a lot of those brackets nailed it. They said, well, they didn't nail the exact number, but they nailed that the SEC was going to have an ungodly year in the tournament. They were right. Yeah, Kansas is interesting. Kansas is interesting, right? They finished 11-9, 21-12 overall in the Big 12. I mean, we're going to talk more about them as the week goes on. They went to Iowa State. They're riding a pretty decent. They're riding a 3-game win streak. They kind of felt like they turned their year around a little bit there. Remember, they did beat Duke earlier in the year. They did. They beat North Carolina, who ended up being not whatever. They beat Michigan State. You never know about a UNC Wilmington, right? They beat them, took care of business, winning by 18. Barely edged out North Carolina, by the way, and they beat Michigan State 77-69. They beat Duke 75-72. And then they lost back-to-back games to Creighton and to Missouri. So the year's kind of, they've hit their heads at this moment. Like all of a sudden reality sets in and they're riding a 2-game losing streak. They win a couple. They lose again to West Virginia, and then they go on a 3-game win streak, beating UCF on the road, Arizona State, Cincinnati on the road, and then they get spanked by Iowa State, who was number 2 at the time, 74-57. Eventually, they would go on to go on the road and beat TCU pretty easily, and then lose at home to Houston, 92-86. Not a lot of curb stompings outside of going to when they went to BYU and they got absolutely throttled. I remember seeing that score just being like, what? 91-57. So I don't know. My initial thought, I don't mind this matchup. Now we got to learn a little bit more about Kansas. We're going to talk about that later on in the week. I am going to get to cover this game. Thank God it's a Thursday game. So I am going to be able to do a post game. So I won't miss all the if Arkansas manages to advance, I won't miss at least I won't miss the first one. So that's awesome. Yeah, this is not a typical KU team, obviously, right? 12 losses on the year. Finished 6th in the Big 12. I don't know, man. I think I kind of dig the matchup. Kansas getting in is scripted. Well, not just getting in, but I mean, they're the 7 seed. And that is not a strong 7 seed. Like, UCLA to me is a stronger 7 seed, and I had questions about them being a 7 seed. I think of what we've seen so far, and we say this, right? We say this. We sit here, we're proud, and we feel pretty good. Knock on wood, man. You never know come tournament time. You don't know. We know KU's going to have talent. Right? It's not like Kansas is without talent. So again, let's pull that back up for those of you who are just joining us. That's what you're looking at in this bracket. You got Florida, Oklahoma out of the SEC, Missouri, Arkansas, all in this. So, yeah, you're going to have SEC on SEC crime in the West. In all of them. Megan called it. She said there's going to be a lot of SEC games, SEC on SEC games, and she's right. So do we have any additional information? Here we go. That's what I like about the NCAA site. They'll feed you in on some of the stuff. Field goals, they're shooting about 47%. Arkansas's right behind them at 46.5%. Three-pointers, wow, that's actually a pretty good percentage, almost 36%. They're averaging about 8 threes a game. They're 71% at the free throw line, right about. A little bit better rebounding. They're averaging close to 4 more boards a game. Wow. Almost 11 offensive rebounds. That's a high number of assists, 17.7, so almost 18. Wow, man, 6 steals. A lot of turnovers, though. They're averaging close to 12, but so is Arkansas at 11.7. This can't be right. 9 offensive rebounds per game. Is that right? That doesn't feel right. I would have guessed like 6. I don't know how I feel. No, they're probably right. That just seems a little high for Arkansas to be at 9 offensive boards per game. So, I don't know, man. You guys tell me. What do you think of this matchup? Do you like it? The Hogs can absolutely beat Kansas, says Andrew. SEC teams staying home, South Carolina and LSU. Yeah. We love it for LSU for sure, huh? Roger says, not going to lie, I'm happy we didn't get the 9 seed that OU got. I feel like KU is is better than UConn for us. As far as like individual matchup, I'm not sure. But I think UCLA is a stronger seed for sure. Yeah. I would rather play Kansas than UCLA. Absolutely. I don't want to play Marquette. How would you feel about Marquette? Or St. Mary's? To be honest, now again, I'm saying this, and Arkansas could lose. Knock on wood. Doing the old double knock. They could get knocked out. That's fair. But still, of those options, give me Kansas. I say that, now watch them all lose and Kansas be the only one that wins. You just never know at the tournament. So, man, oh man, and look at that. CBS is already wanting me to pick my fill out my bracket. Oh, I'm not going to do it yet. You know what? I was going to wait later on, and we could do one together like we did last year. No, how do you undo that? I don't want to do that right now, CBS. Leave me alone. Oh, you guys can't even see it anyways. Are you guys how many brackets are you gonna fill out? Are you someone that fills out like 20? I do, not gonna lie, I'll fill out like 3. I usually don't do a lot of brackets. I know you probably should just for the fun of it, but especially when you could win some of these prizes with some of these brackets. You could win a Toyota Tundra. I think that's what ESPN was giving away last year, right? It was a Toyota Tundra. Hell yeah, man! I'll take a Tundra. Why not? Arkansas would be one of the most talented teams St. John's has played this season. We can march on, says Chris Weiss. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's St. John's. I watched them play a little bit this year. Not a lot. Watched them a little bit. Really, really solid team. No doubt. You know. In the old Big East, they've got Creighton and UConn, Marquette, Xavier, Villanova, Georgetown, Butler, Providence, DePaul, and Seton Hall are in that conference. And they finished 18-2 in conference, 30-4. So if you do get past Kansas, I think St. John's going to be pretty tough. I mean, I'm just going to say it now. I think that'd be a tough game. They did lose to Georgia earlier in the year, so they already have an SEC loss. They lost that game. Was that at home? No, that was a tournament. Okay, that was in the Bahamas. They lost by 3 to Georgia. Yeah, we're gonna learn a little bit more about these teams in this bracket as the week goes on. Again, we will do the post game here for that. I'm excited. St. John's has got to get past Omaha. Arkansas has got to get past KU. Out of all the teams, I was hoping St. John's wasn't the team we play. They are good. Yeah, I mean, like I said, what little I've watched of them, just because of who their coach is, they look pretty good. They also lost to Baylor by a point. They beat Virginia 80-55. Curb stomped Kansas State 88-71. Again, that was earlier in the year. Man, they went on an incredible run here. So they beat Butler by 8 after losing to Creighton on the road in a game they lost by a point. And they went on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They beat Marquette 70-64. They went on like a 10-game win streak. They went on the road and lost to Villanova. So even in their losses, they're barely losing. Their rematch against Creighton, they won by nearly 20. 80-66. This was yesterday. St. John's curb stomped Creighton. Looks like a game that got out of hand as it went on. Like it was a little bit more of a back and forth. Kind of looking at some of the game cast here on ESPN. BroThrow will have Arkansas. They should have that game up on Wednesday if you guys want to go lay down a bet. Tercer with the $2 super chat. Hey, haven't had one of those in a while. Appreciate it, man. Really want Thero to come back. Yeah, so we do have an update on Thero. I want to make sure I get this right. So before I want to get what was said. Yeah, so we feel pretty good about Boogie Fland coming back. We know that that's basically going to happen. This was John Rothstein just earlier today. Arkansas Adu Thero with the knee is doubtful for the Razorbacks' first NCAA tournament game this week. Per John Calipari, has not played since the 22nd of February. Averaged close to 16 points and 6 boards a game. He is so important. I mean, imagine, I'm not going to lie to you. I might take this back Thursday night. I don't know. If you had to pick and choose between which player you want back at 100%, who would it be? I'm curious what you guys think about this. Who, if you had them, one of these two guys back, Fland or Thero, at 100%, who would you rather have back? And I'm going to tell you, I'm thankful to have either one of them back. I want them to be healthy. Their future is going to be big. Both of these guys, potential lottery picks, potential at least first round. I like them both. I want them both to go on and be great. But if we're talking about just for, to come back now for this tournament, where are you guys at? Who would you rather have back? Who do you think would have a bigger impact, I guess I should say? And for me, it's got to be Thero. It's got to be Thero. I know that Boogie Fland in transition on defense is a really good player. Now, half-court defense, when he's got to stand, I've seen him get blown off the dribble a lot early on. I think he got better as the year went on. Of course, he is a freshman after all. We know what he can do offensively. He could be a slasher. He can come off those ball screens and just light up. He can be a 3-level scorer. I think he does. He showed off a little bit of a mid-range game, and he would certainly help you on layups. But you know what? Adu Thero could too. But Adu Thero, to me, was the complete package on defense. He's probably, in terms of a two-way player, he's a better two-way player, and he's more of a matchup issue for teams. Again, Boogie Fland can slice and dice straight to the rim, baby. He can, no doubt about it. He could be explosive. And I might take this back Thursday, assuming he gets a lot of minutes. But if you're asking me to pick between the two, I want the guy that could do it on both ends of the floor and showed that. Now, that's at 100%. We don't know how these guys are going to be, for this game against Kansas. We don't know. God, it feels so sweet playing KU again, doesn't it? You remember that was just such a excuse-riddled game, first matchup for KU when Muss beat those guys. So many excuses, and it's like, no, but we won. Just stop. Gonna get them again, baby. Let's take care of business. Let's not be a one and done. That's the other thing we're going to talk about this week, I'm sure, if I don't forget, is how much this game matters just for the overall psyche, I think, of fans and for the players that are coming back and for maybe even Coach Cal, even if he won't admit it, which is what? It's that narrative that since 2019, since the 2020s, Cal can advance in the tournament. Now, we may sit here and act like that's not a big deal. Brother, it's going to be a big deal if Arkansas gets eliminated again in the first round. Now, I'm not saying you just want to win the first round and be okay with that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not implying that at all. You want them to win every game. But the narrative needs to switch. He needs to win. I think he needs to win this first round. He's got to get that monkey off his back. And so do the players. And maybe it might even kind of, I don't know how much of an impact that'll have on recruiting necessarily. But these guys, they can make money in the tournament. They can add some dollar signs, maybe not a lot, but a little bit in the tournament. They can. Because guess what? That's when them lights are on you, son. That's when you're being talked about. That's when all of a sudden you don't have a bajillion games going on Tuesday and Wednesday and then the other conferences playing on Thursday. It's just you. And everyone's paying attention. The NBA, the agents, the front offices of these organizations, they're watching. And they're going to watch you play against a team that was good enough to make the tournament. You could change some hearts and minds if you're a player. Absolutely. I'm not saying you can go in there and go from a not lottery pick to being the second overall pick. Of course, that's not how this works. Maybe it gives you a little bit of a bump. If you come in and you were pretty good all year and then you come into the tournament and you're already looked at as a possible first-round prospect, it might help you bump up a couple spots depending on the wants and needs of the teams that are looking at drafting you. But most of all, it's for the psyche of the fans, for even the coaching staff, I think. You've got to get that monkey off your back. You've got to win this first round. I really think that, I can already see it. If Arkansas loses in the first round, I don't care about the Kentucky fans. I don't give a shit what they have to say. And they'll be in that post game. And by God, y'all better be here to shoo them off, right? In chat. You better come in and get them out of here and talk some sense into them. But, how that's going to go down with fans, with Arkansas fans. Maybe we did get a dud. And that kind of lowers your expectations a little bit. And then you've already got this weird, I don't know, drought for Arkansas sports. It's so weird. I can remember Houston Nutt and the issues the basketball program was having, right around 04-05. You remember that? Arkansas misses bowl games. They don't even win 5 games. Back-to-back years were very shitty. You had Darren McFadden as a freshman, but we didn't know he'd become what he would become, right? We had no clue he'd be that great, a 2-time Heisman runner-up and Doak Walker and blah, blah, blah. But even compared to then, I have never seen fans just so apathetic towards Arkansas sports. So a one and done, I think, would only layer onto that. Had Arkansas lost that game today against Ole Miss, it's the same thing. Now, baseball fans, even the bandwagon fans, they're bandwagons for a reason. They're part of that bandwagon for a reason. They do come around, when Arkansas gets hot because that's what bandwagon fans do. But I don't know. I think the University of Arkansas needs that first round win. I think Hunter Yurachek needs that first round win. I think you need to advance, and you need to get a little bit more excited about Arkansas sports. If you're Hunter Yurachek, you need fans to be involved. one game's not going to do that. A tournament run will do that, at least for basketball. So there you go. That's my rant. I'm sticking to it. I appreciate everyone being here, man. I haven't really watched sports at all this year. And Trenton, you're not the only. You know how many DMs I've had going back to when they decided to not fire Sam Pittman, when they decided to keep him. I don't know how many DMs I got in that span of about, the months leading up to the football season, and then just live chat and Discord and Facebook, friends and family, all saying the same thing. I've never seen it before like this, ever. And it's weird. Like I understand, like, man, I'm kind of checked out on this. I've got if you're way too emotionally involved, then maybe you need to check out a little. But I don't know. I've never seen apathy at this level. And a tournament run could do so. I mean, look what Musk did. I mean, all of a sudden, it's like the excitement was through the roof. What else happened in the early years of Musk? What else happened? Pittman won 3 conference games. We hadn't won any the 2 previous years. The next year, you go on and you win 9 games, including a bowl game. All of a sudden, the excitement's back. Winning is an amazing cure-all, and Hunter Yurachek needs it bad. These local Razorback, the merchandise, the shirts and shorts folks that sell Arkansas merch, they need it back. The local economy needs it back. Why not start now if you're basketball, and then hopefully football will flip the script too, right? Maybe they'll flip the script. I don't know. All right, let's get caught up on chat. Crazy that we might get Cal versus Bill Self and Cal versus Rick Pitino. Good point. 3 legends, right? BT Bates says, I've been on the Fire Sam train since 2020. Really? You were on that train after they won 9 games? I highly doubt that. Hunter Yurachek needs a first weekend win. Heck, he needs every win he can get to help offset the BWA reseeding debacle. Oh, I know it. We haven't really talked much about that. I'm kind of putting it off. I want to get all the details and information. Courtney's I got to get Courtney Mims on here for that. I'd love to get her to speak to that, give my 2 cents. Trenton Dickey. That's the most NASCAR name I've ever heard in my life, and I love it. You remember Darrell Waltrip? And what was Tom Cruise's name in oh my God, the NASCAR movie he made in the early 90s? Thunder. Oh, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. What was his name in that movie? Like, it's really silly. Hey, NASCAR was the shit in the 90s, though. Don't act like it wasn't. Cole. Yeah, that's it. Trenton Dickey, local NASCAR race car driver, says, well, football, I really wonder if they're trying to get a Petrino. Wait, hold on. If they are trying to get a Petrino in a couple of years before pushing him up, I honestly feel like they brought him back to test the fan base, see if he could come back. It's actually really good. I don't want to give anything away, but I need to push some content while I'm gone, and I do have a Bobby Petrino idea or a video that I don't do edited content, but I kind of have to. I'm going to be gone for a whole week, and I kind of want to push something out while I'm gone. And one of the script options I have is the path for Petrino. I'm really thinking about doing it, but I got to get started on it this week. It's going to be a weird week, but rest assured, I probably won't be live tomorrow on Monday, but we'll see. Jeremy Robertson says, I would rather be in Houston, in the Houston region, instead of Florida. I think Florida could win it all. Florida's very good, and that's a really, yeah, that's the thing we didn't talk about, was getting past Florida to get out of this bracket. And not just Florida. I think Memphis is a sneaky 5 seed. I think they're sneaky. Maryland is sneaky at the 4. Missouri is beatable. We know that. We've already been there, done that. We avoided the sweep. Texas Tech's pretty good. It is a tough bracket. Let's not sit here and act like it's all great. right? I don't expect Boogie to be a major factor unless we win our first 2 games, says Andrew. That's a good point. I asked you guys about Boogie earlier, and I'm trying to scroll up, see if there's any responses to it. Never really – this is from Tercer87. Never really saw us play at our ceiling with Fland. We saw it numerous times with Thero. Exactly. Steven says Thero for sure. So I asked earlier, between the two, who would you rather have back? Hero Blake says Boogie is a freshman. Yes, we know. We know, Hero Blake. We know. Speaks to it, right? Is that the point you're trying to make? Yeah, he's older. Fair enough. Let's not act like freshmen can't have an impact though. They do it every year. Thero without a doubt, says Tercer. Yeah, looks like a lot of you picking Thero. Steven 1383 says, I would laugh so hard if UK finishes the year with a coach who still hasn't won an NCAA tournament game. Oh, man. Unbiased Brim says St. John's Paper Tigers. Yeah, again, not a lot of great wins for them. Not a lot. And that's fair. So, again, John Rothstein, for anyone who missed it, he did say Arkansas's Adu Thero with his knee is doubtful for the Razorbacks' first NCAA tournament game this week. That was coming from John Calipari. But we know Boogie Fland is back. To what degree, I'm not sure. So, be big. It'd be big to get them both back. Let's not act like we wouldn't be tickled pink. Tercer, I appreciate that super chat, man. Appreciate that. Scrolling. Ty, thoughts on teams canceling spring practice due to concerns of players getting poached? Manny, long time no see, man. Hope you're doing well. By the way, we have Discord is attached at the top here. If you look, it's the pinned comment. Please consider joining Discord, especially as we get through the NCAA tournament. We're in the middle of a new cycle. A brand new cycle will start in just, 2 weeks. So if you missed this cycle, oh well, you got another cycle right around the corner. Winners receive bonus XP for the next cycle, and first place gets an autographed former Arkansas player card. So please consider joining Discord. You got to be in Discord. If you want to join Patreon, you want to be extra cool, we're going to drop some more. I've got a Patreon video ready. I've got the script all done for it. Going to get that released sometime either tonight or tomorrow for Patreon for football folks. It would be really funny to go further than Kentucky, says Roger. I agree. It'd be great. Dick Trickle could actually drive. Manny, I get it. Listen, they need to eliminate the post-spring portal. It needs to be gone. And these teams have to cut their roster down. And I think what was being teased, or what I don't know if I guess they voted on it, was the option to shrink down that second to one portal, getting rid of 2 portals and shrinking the only portal down to 10 days. And I think it was following, if I remember right, it was like the week after the final signing period. And that's another thing. I think I don't know how to feel about the 2 signing periods either. I really don't. I don't know if they should just go back to having the one in February and be rid of the one in December or what. I don't know. That's a tough question to answer because I just don't – I get it. I'm glad Arkansas is doing it. By the way, I don't think it's televised. So if you want to catch Arkansas football in the spring game, I think you've got to be there. I might be wrong. Maybe that's changed. So I don't know. Let's take one final look at this bracket. Arkansas and Kansas, the 10 and the 7 in this bracket. Florida, I don't know. If I'm doing a quick glance, and I wanted to fill this out later on, but a quick glance, I would probably have Florida and UConn And then you'd have Memphis. I'd take Memphis and then probably Maryland. I'd take Missouri, Texas Tech. I don't want to tell you yet on who I'm picking. I mean, you probably know where I'm going to vote between Arkansas and Kansas. I'll say right now, let's just say Arkansas, and then I would pick St. John's. Beyond that, what would we have? So Florida, we got to fill it out. There's UConn. If you guys are looking at the screen, okay, Memphis, Maryland. Boy, that'd be a fun matchup. Missouri, who I don't know if they're really a 6 seed. I think, honestly, Missouri should be like a 9. I don't know. I don't think they're a strong 6. But I've always got questions about 6 seeds. Like, I always find myself going back and going, wait, I don't know about this. And maybe that's why the 11 seed has been so much better since 2014. Oh, no. So Arkansas and St. John's. There's your can I move this? This would be round 2. For anyone looking at your screen here, wow. 67% would take St. John's over Arkansas. No, wait, that math ain't mathing. That's only 77%. Where's the other 33%? Net rank, St. John's in 13th. Okay, I didn't know it was that high. Record versus top 25, they're 5-1. I just don't care about that because we see that top 25 getting mixed up so much. I mean, look at Kansas and North Carolina and even Duke. If you're talking about teams moving up and moving back, like you just don't know. Arkansas with the 40th overall strength of schedule, I'm a little bit surprised it's not higher than that. I would have guessed that to be in the top 30, top 25. St. John's averaging 78 points. Arkansas almost 77. Yeah, they're not giving up a lot of points, just 65 points a game. The last 10 games, Arkansas 6-4. They just do a whole breakdown here for you. I love it. St. John's at 9-1. Their one loss being on the road to Villanova. And there's some more numbers there. So that's your matchup. What do we got? What is that? Field goal percentage? 45. Arkansas shooting about 47. Imagine these numbers, though, had Adou-Thiero been healthy. Had you not lost at least Adou-Thiero. Like, these numbers would be a little better, without a doubt. Wait a minute. What? Tremont Mark? What the hell? Yeah, I think some of these numbers might be a little messed up. What the? What? Tremont Mark? What are we talking about, CBS? Are y'all seeing this? So we might need to take another look at these numbers. They do have the injury report. That's right, Adou-Thiero and Boogie Fland. Tremont Mark. Oh, wow. All right, sure. Okay. That's funny. Yeah. Wrong team, bro. Have to start 50% of your games, or you owe the other team money. Wait, what? Whoa. They don't need to cut the post-spring portal. Okay. BT Bates says they don't need to cut the post-spring portal. They need a franchise tag for players. Two different kinds, one for starters, one for backups. If you sign a backup, they must be a starter for your team. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to go to that model anytime soon. For now, no, they need to get rid of that spring portal. Absolutely. I mean, it's so bad that your fans are losing out. I am all for getting rid of that second portal, 100%, and going down to a 10-day window. Until we change, which I know we got revenue sharing coming up. Which will change things. We'll kind of see what that looks like. Then maybe we could revisit that. But, yeah, I mean, I'm all for, like, sign these players sign them to short-term contracts. You know, the ones that you can. I don't know that you could do that for an entire roster, but yeah, for sure right now, the way the model sits, they need to drop that second window. I know that they cut players and you got to make room. Arkansas's in that same boat. I get that. But if you shrink that down to one window, well, guess what? You now do that. You just move the timetable when you cut players. Nothing good for the fans is going to happen until fans quit showing up and they quit making money. Well, you're not wrong there. I agree with that. All right, everybody. We will be back later on in the week. A special shout out to Patreon supporters who really keep this ship afloat. I do appreciate each and every one of you. We're at like 140 total members, I think 80 of which were paid members. You can sign up for free. There is some content that's available for free on the site on Tusk Talk. If you go to Patreon/Tusk Talk with Ty, I think it's or /Tusk Talk. I don't know. I think you can actually search now. If you pull up Patreon, you can actually go to a search bar and just type in Tusk Talk. I think. I'm pretty sure you can. Anyways, go check it out. Come join up. Come sign up. Come be a part of it all. Shout out to BroThrow again, local businessman right here out of Fayetteville. Peer-to-peer sports betting. That's the place to do it. You're not giving money to a brick and mortar. It is peer-to-peer sports betting. And also, of course, direct service overhead, the Garage Door Company. So, again, I will be available for the postgame on Thursday. If Arkansas advances beyond that, that'll be Travis and Tim Neal. So, Travis Ford, the owner of direct service overhead, and Tim Neal will be here for those postgame shows. Assuming Arkansas obviously advances, I will be on a cruise, living my best life, taking my kids with me. So, gonna have to enjoy every moment I can. Love doing things with the kids, but we might have to send the kids off to like a little. Some of these cruises have like places you can send your kids for a couple hours. We're gonna have to take advantage of that, so mommy and daddy can sip on some Long Island iced teas and just sit back and relax. So, all right, that's it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Shout out to all of you who were here. And on your way out, make sure you like and share and hit the subscribe button. Enjoy the cruise and fam. Hey, I appreciate that. Again, I'm still here. Not until Friday do we leave. We're taking off from Galveston, so we're gonna leave on Friday to head down to Galveston and take off from there. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Long, way long overdue vacation. So, all right, appreciate you all. And I will see you later on in the week. Good win for the Hogs today, beating Ole Miss. And listen, hey, you're in the tournament after there for a while, 0-5. We didn't think they would be. Now they're there. They made it. Congrats to the Razorbacks, and let's hope they can keep this going. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one. Be good.